Something that has been debated for quite a while now is whether or not video games are art. And this may seem like a silly question back in the day, since back then, video games were just seen as simple time wasters designed to just have fun with, and a lot of people still view them like that to this day. And although there was no concrete answer, many people, myself included, do think that they are art. However, there are also many others who disagree, saying that they are not art. There are many reasons why I believe that video games are art. One of the biggest reasons being that they fit the definition of the word art. Many dictionaries define art as a creation by an individual or group that is often used to express their imagination and creativity. As an art form, video games are very unique when compared to other art forms. This is mainly because, unlike most other art forms, video games are interactive. They allow the audience to influence how the game progresses, which is something that most other art forms are unable to do. You can't control things like paintings. On top of that, video games have evolved so much ever since they were first introduced about 4 decades ago, just like an art form. They are now capable of telling complex and interesting stories, as well as being able to teach important morals. Video games have also come a long way in terms of art styles. Like television and movies, many games have also started using unique art styles. Games like Kirby's Epic Yarn and Yoshi's Woolly World, for example, have art styles that look like yarn and crafts. Other games such as Bendy and the Ink Machine and Cuphead have art styles that look like a classic 1920s cartoon. They are no longer restricted to being just made up of pixels. There are also many different genres of video games, like puzzle games, platformers, RPGs, and adventure games, just to name a few. In fact, video games are going to evolve even further and in even more interesting ways now that things such as virtual reality are being worked on. I think that one big reason why some people do not consider video games as art is because, as I mentioned before, they are very different from most other art forms and they are very unique. And I agree with this, but I think that is the biggest reason why they should be considered an art form. Personally, I take it as a breath of fresh air whenever a creation is unique and different and tries new things. And I'm not the only one who thinks this. Video games such as Pac-Man, for example, have been accepted into various art museums, and many artists also consider video games as art. Although many, although many people don't consider video games as art, and I believe that video games are an art form, and that they are the most unique and interesting art form in existence.